Good evening. My name is Jeff Wallstein. I reside in Tinton Falls, New Jersey. I grew up here in Long Branch. I spoke to this council last month and made legal arguments why the mayor and this council should take action to have the Israeli flags being flown at Pier Village removed and replaced with American flags. For those of you who are not aware, there are currently 6 Israeli flags, but only 1 American flag being flown at the center of Pier Village. I find this incredibly un-American. Last time I spoke to this council, I made arguments that even though the property is owned by the Zionist Jew Jared Kushner, it is still a public forum created through eminent domain, and the symbols and flags being flown there should reflect the United States of America and not the State of Israel. It has been over a month since I spoke to this council, and the flags are still being flown, which means this council and this Shabbos Goy of a mayor has taken zero action to have flags removed. Instead, they had the Long Branch Police Department call me in a desperate attempt to try and intimidate me, but I won't be intimidated into silence. My legal arguments were ignored, so now it's time to get biblical. I'm sure you're all under the impression that the modern state of Israel is somehow connected to the Israel from the Bible. It's not. Israel, also known as Jacob, was a man, not a land and not a country. He had descendants that were known as the children of Israel or the Israelites. However, an overwhelming majority of modern-day Israelis have absolutely no ancestral connection to the Middle East or the ancient Israelites of the Bible. They are Ashkenazi Jews of European descent who can trace their ancestry back to Khazaria, what is now modern-day Ukraine. These people claim to be Jews, but are not. They are actually the synagogue of Satan, as stated in Revelation 2:9 and 3:9. So if you're going to use the Bible to justify the existence of the state of Israel and to justify their genocide of the Palestinian people and other atrocities against the world, then I will use the Bible to prove the modern state of Israel is a satanic forgery created by the United Nations after the Zionist bankers started, financed, and manipulated the entire world into 2 world wars, which resulted in the deaths of millions of people, mostly non-Jews. The Rothschild family, who bankrolled the creation of the State of Israel, financed both sides of both world wars to serve their own Zionist agenda. The Bible refers to these people as children of the devil and the synagogue of Satan. You were probably under the impression that the flag of Israel displays the Star of David. In my hand is a King James Bible, and nowhere in this Bible can the phrase Star of David be found. It's not biblical. The fact is, David never had a star. The Magen David translates to the shield of David, is found nowhere in Scripture. And it doesn't state that this shield had a 6-pointed hexagram on it. The only shield I'm aware of that had a 6-pointed star on it was the shield of Rothschild. The name Rothschild is literally German for red shield. Mayor Amschel Rothschild hung a sign in the shape of a shield with a hexagram on it over his goldsmith shop. It is a symbol of the Rothschild family, not a symbol of Judaism. The only mention of a star being flown in the Bible can be found in Acts 7:43, the Star of Remphan. Acts 7:43 states, "Ye took up the tabernacle of Moloch and the star of your god Remphan, figures which ye made to worship them, and I will carry you away beyond Babylon." The Star of Remphan, for their god Moloch, is a hexagram. Hex is another word for curse, and the state of Israel, created by the Rothschild family through war and deceit, is a curse on the entire world. The hexagram is not an ancient symbol of Judaism. The hexagram was adopted by the Zionist movement in the late 19th century. It comes from the Rothschild family, and it is a symbol of Zionism, not a symbol of Judaism. It is an abomination to fly that flag here in America. That star represents the number of the beast, as spoken about in the book of Revelation. That star is 666 encoded. It is 6 small triangles, 6 lines, and a 6-sided polygon with 6 60-degree angles. It is literally a symbol of 666, the number of the beast. Why on God's green earth are we flying a flag with a satanic symbol that represents genocide in our city? It's because you are all ignorant and completely cucked to the Jews who have taken over Long Branch. This city is completely unrecognizable from the one I grew up in. This town has become an abomination and a complete embarrassment, all thanks to weak and ignorant leadership like you people before me. Thank you.
5 minutes. Council President, I'd like to make a comment if I may.
Please.
First off, sir, just so you know, the police department was concerned about your actions and your behaviors. You also left me a disgusting voicemail, which I don't appreciate, and you were rude, loud, obnoxious to my assistant. So let me just start.
I object to all that. It's free speech.
I let you speak, now you let me speak, okay?
Now, I'll leave. I don't need to hear your nonsense.
Right, okay, that's fine. But in any event, I've been thinking about this for a couple of weeks because that man was really disgusting, okay? And as evidenced by the statement that he read at the beginning of the council meeting a few weeks ago, the council and I are proud of our diverse and welcoming nature of this city. A few council meetings ago, as I said, there was a member of the public, this gentleman right here, made statements that can only be categorized as a biased hate speech. Also anti-Semitic, which, again, you witnessed here for the second time. So I want to be clear, there's no place in our community for hate speech of any kind, and the council and I denounce this in the strongest possible terms. The council and administration were committed to fostering a city where people of all backgrounds and belief can live free from fear, prejudice, and hate, and this is an example of something that we're not going to tolerate. So thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Any other comments?